So this is a demonstration of a NAND gate, and the diagram looks pretty complicated, but I'll try and explain it. So what's currently happening is the buttons are connected to the gate of each of these two transistors. So since neither of these buttons are pressed, there's no voltage in either gate. What this means is this resistor over here is connected to this blue wire, and this blue wire is connected to the gate of the middle transistor. And because there's currently current flowing through this blue wire, this gate is receiving voltage. So this source and this drain are connected, and because the source and drain are connected and this drain is connected to ground via this blue wire, it means that there's no current flowing through this LED because it's coming in through this resistor, and instead of going through the LED and into ground, because this LED has resistance and this wire doesn't, it's going through this resistor and it's going into the source, into the drain, and out through this blue wire. So if I click this button, nothing happens. If I click this button, nothing happens. Because if I click each button individually, this still doesn't form a completed circuit, because if I click this button, current's going to go into here, it's going to try going through this source, this drain, but it's going to stop here because there's no this isn't connected to ground. And similarly, if this is clicked, it doesn't even matter, because as long as A isn't clicked, the current can never even reach here in the first place. But what happens is if I click both of these, buttons, this gate will have voltage, so that means this resistor is connected to source, to drain, and to this wire, and the current will go to here. And if this button is also pressed, this source was not connected to this drain, so it'll go from this gray wire into the source, into the drain, and into this orange wire, and to ground. And then what that means is it's going to take the path of least resistance, so it's not going to go through this blue wire, and the current's not going to go through this blue wire, and it's not going to go to the gate of this middle transistor, which means that this gate suddenly has no voltage. And when this gate has no voltage, this source and this drain are connected, so this resistor is going to go into the LED and out. If I press these two, you can see what's happened. So again, it's because this is because the resistor is connected to the LED, where it's connected to ground, and that forms a complete circuit. But when the blue wire directly above the middle resistor receives voltage, that voltage goes to the middle transistor's gate. So the gate is now connected to ground with no resistance, which means that it forms a complete circuit, which means it forms a path of low resistance, which is why unless these two buttons are clicked, the LED doesn't turn on.